I have about 47,000 bobby pins in the back of my head right now. This is what I get for stubbornly refusing to do anything but a high ponytail today. This is my own fault. Hello everyone, I'm here today to share with you guys another video where I follow along with another Vogue beauty tutorial. Only this time it is a compilation of their best of beauty tips of 2018 from all the different celebrities that have done makeup and skincare tutorials on the Vogue website. So I'm gonna try and follow along with a bunch of these different tips and tricks and hacks and stuff, and we'll see what we come up with. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on new videos every Thursday and Sunday. And without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up the video on my computer here and we'll see what we come.
Hey guys, it's Kim. Hi guys. What's up?
Hi everybody.
Hello.
Lots of hellos.
Hi.
Yes, Rihanna. Okay, moisturizing. Yeah, no, of course. We skip all that stuff. Oh, hold on. Wait, she's putting on a face mask a different way. What do you mean it's not a good look? It's not supposed to be a good look.
Really get into all those
hold
little
on.
corners.
So she's taking a face mask and instead of putting it on her skin, she's folding it and applying it that way. I don't know how I feel about that. It's my understanding that the purpose of a sheet mask is that the actual sheet is infused with all of those ingredients, and when it's combined with the heat of the skin, then it's going to lock in all of those ingredients a lot better and keep the product on your skin for longer so it doesn't evaporate and all that kind of stuff. That's my understanding. But just for curiosity's sake, I'm just gonna take it out of its little bag. Oh, it's already pre-folded. Ta-da! And we're gonna first try and just sweep it on instead. I'm getting product all over the place. That's dripping down my arm. Yeah, to me, this isn't a great hack. I would personally use it like a sheet mask. And you know what? I'm gonna look cute anyway because I'm gonna have great skin after this. So let's put this guy on and continue.
It's the best thing ever.
Oh, face roller. Yes. Okay, there's a bunch of people that really like a face roller. I have to agree. And it seems like they're using the face roller after they apply any moisturizer, which is a good idea. What I actually like to do, this one is by The Body Shop. This is a great one, by the way, is when I have a sheet mask on like this, is I actually go in and do the face roller like so. And I'm just pushing all of those really good ingredients into my skin. I can't take myself seriously when I look like this. But I'll do it both ways. I'll do it like they're doing and have it just after I put on all of my skincare ingredients, just kind of press the product into the skin nice and gently, lifting up with the rollers. But this is just another way of doing it. I really like this, and I feel like it makes the mask work that much harder. I don't even know what to call this video anymore. Rachel watches a Vogue makeup tutorial and then ends up telling everyone they're wrong. So I'll let this sink into my skin, also applying it onto the neck, naturally, of course. And then we'll go on to the non-skincare stuff. All right, mask is off. We smoothed everything in. My skin is now dry, so let's continue on with this video.
It just makes the skin look the most natural.
I just use my fingers because as much as I love
conflicting information, Vogue. Is it fingers or is it Beauty Blender that is best?
I actually like to warm up on my hand first. Just like that.
That is a good trick, actually. Rihanna has it right. If you have a stick concealer or anything like that and you warm it up on your hand first, it does make it more malleable. I don't find that to be the same case with a liquid concealer, because it's already liquid. Let's continue.
I like to really warm up my face, and I think a big step in that is concealing.
Okay, so Kim K put some concealer right beside her lips, not on smile lines, but right here, which is interesting. And she actually also did something else in this video that she did separately, the one that they took this from, that I do want to actually try today because I haven't had a chance to try that yet. And that is she put on all of her foundation first and then the concealer, and she used the Tatcha spray on a beauty blender and then used that to blend in all of the concealer. So I want to try that, and also this concealer thing on the side of the face. That looks interesting. And since we're applying foundation, I'll just tell you guys what my trick is that I really enjoy, because we seem to have covered the beauty blender or sponge as well as your fingertips, and let's go into brushes. I've talked about this a lot recently, but for those of you that are new to my channel, hello, welcome. I do want to share with you guys the magic that is applying a liquid foundation with a powder brush. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but stay with me. By the way, do you like how I spread it all over my palm? I feel like it warms up the product a lot, just like Rihanna said. But it also thins everything out, so I'm not picking up a huge blob of foundation that's gonna create like this crusty, cakey bit on my skin. That hasn't happened before or anything. So now I'm just going to tap my powder brush in there and then buff this into the skin, and I am telling you, it is amazing. I have seen all of your tweets, by the way. A lot of you guys have been tweeting me pictures being like, I just tried it. It's amazing. So you know what? Go and check out my Twitter. They will all tell you it's really good. Make sure if you wear self-tanner and therefore a darker foundation, make sure you get your ear, which sounds really weird, but I'm telling you, it looks really bizarre in photos. I've seen myself, I'm like, wow, I'm really bronzy. Oh, what happened to my ear? It's those little areas you don't think about. How did I get 2 pieces of foundation down there? That was weird. Oh, did I get it on my shirt? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. See what I mean? Just like really natural, just full coverage natural. And now let's do that concealer trick thing that Kim K was talking about. First, I'm gonna take my concealer, put that in the corner here, and then she put it like right in the corner here, like that. And add a little bit of a darker concealer as well, because I feel like this is gonna be too light. And then we're gonna take our beauty blender and we're gonna spray it with the Tatcha spray. She used a lot too. I feel like I'm just using like $400 worth of product here. And then she went over all of the concealer. I feel like I need to dampen this first. This feels still too stiff. Okay, now that I just poured like $50 worth of Tatcha down the drain, let's try that again. Gather it all up. And the Tatcha Skin Mist that she did is called the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. And it can be used on top of makeup, it can be used under makeup, it can be used just with your skincare routine, and a lot of people really like it. Some people find it to be very oily, which I can understand why she would want to use it underneath the eyes, because you want to hydrate that area, because you know, creases. And then she just bounces the rest all over the skin. I'm not really understanding the whole lightening of the corner thing. I don't get it. Did that make a difference? I feel like it didn't do anything. Okay, now that that is blended all out, I did like that. I'm gonna see how it looks with like powder on top, because that can change things a little bit, especially because the skin mist tends to have, like, has a little bit of oiliness to it. And now to set everything, I'm actually going to use Kim K's method of kind of setting everything. She does a lot of baking underneath the eyes, but she uses a pinkier toned baking powder under there. So we're gonna see what that looks like. I just dropped all my powder on the floor, guys. Oh no, it's everywhere. That just sounds like a future Rachel problem that I don't want to deal with right now. All right, so let's bake this thing. And like when Kim K bakes, she bakes. And I don't mean like the cookies you can buy in the freezer aisle. The girl's making like a wedding cake under her eyes. Okay, now let's set the rest of the face here. Just pick up some of the powder off the floor. No, I'm just kidding, I wouldn't do that. And then the other thing that I wanted to test out from the Kim K video that I didn't see in this one, it was lip contour. I don't think I've ever done that before. Okay, so it looks like she basically covers the bottom part of her lip, like all the way at the very, very bottom. And then the top part too, I think, all the way at the top. This looks really odd to me, having never done anything like this before. And I'll just pat it in. I don't know, guys, what do you think? Do my lips look massive or like I was eating mud? Okay, back to watching this video.
I like to use hairspray to keep my eyebrows in place.
Oh, hairspray on the spoolie. I haven't done that forever. Okay, let's do that. First, I should probably, you know, like fill in my brows though. I'm surprised that nobody mentioned the using a bar of soap to really make your brows look thicker. And by thicker, I mean each of the brow hairs. They seem to clump together and create the illusion of thicker brows. It's a really cool trick and it helps everything to stay in place. I love doing that. I actually have a literal bar of soap in here for that specific trick. But that's a really good hack. Highly recommend it. All right, now let's spray and get those brows in place. Man, I have not done this in forever. It's fine. Wouldn't doubt that this is gonna move throughout the day. So that's just the kind of brows I have. I prefer the brow setter. This is like a clear gel. This is just going to like cement them in place, which is kind of what I'm looking for.
And then one of my favourite tips I picked up from a makeup artist is to pop a little bit into the socket. It gives you a really natural contour.
All right, so she's taking a bit of blush and popping it onto the lids. Not really the lids, more into the crease, but she's using like a big, massive brush here. Now I do actually do this with more of like a brown toned blush. So like the Burt's Bees blush, this is the Toasted Cinnamon one. This one right here, I will use this like on the cheeks. I will use it just all over as a bronzer. I'll throw it on the lids. Like this is like my everything color. She had more of like a pinky tone, so let's do that. Actually, let's like dust off this baking for a sec. Get it out of here. How does the pink look underneath the eyes? Do we notice? Do we like? You know what we do like? My eyes aren't looking as like yellow underneath. Ooh, I like that. Kimberly, thank you. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of like contour. Not really like hacks though. Nothing I haven't done before, but celebrities, they love to contour. So I'm just gonna throw on my bronzer, do a really simple hack that seems to be used a lot, you know, the 3 and the E type thing, you know. Don't forget your ears, everyone. Can't forget that. Okay, now let's do that blush hack on the lids. So I'm gonna start by taking my blush and a little tapered blush brush, kind of sweep that onto the cheeks, and then we'll just dust it into the crease area right here. Get a little bit of like, whoa, I used way too much. That was too aggressive. Too aggressive, Rachel. Now it just looks like I have pink eye. Subtle. Let's do subtle. I don't know if I like that. Prefer it with the Burt's Bees blush because it's more of like a brownie tone. This is more my jam. These lips are throwing me off, guys. Throwing me off. I feel like they look weird. Do they look weird? I can't tell. I won't be able to tell until the end of this video. So if I look crazy, please refrain from laughing. No, that's a lie. You just keep laughing. All right, what else we got here?
A little bit of that, right? And then the other thing I love about using lipstick as eyeshadow.
No. So, she's taking a matte liquid lipstick and then like rubbing it on her eyes. I don't think I'm okay with this. It looks like the Kat Von D one, like the matte liquid lipstick, but taking that and smudging it on the eyes, like the formula is very different. You have to be careful with what you put on your lids. And I feel like if it's a liquid lipstick, it's going to adhere to the lids longer. It might stain the lids. It would be harder to take off, and you have to be so careful. That eye area is so delicate. So I don't know if I could personally endorse that. That's not something that I would do. I've seen other people do that before and just taken like a matte liquid lipstick or some form of lipstick and kind of dotting it on the eyes or using it as a base for eyeshadows. But it would be so much harder to come off, and I feel like if you're rubbing that eye area, you're just irritating it, and it's so delicate. Not something I would recommend.
You're doing a sun-kissed glowy type of thing. When you bring it across your nose, it kind of makes it actually look like you got caught in the sun, because you know when you get that tan, that's like that tan. You know what I mean? No? Okay.
No, totally know what you mean. Okay, so like bronzer right across the face, and it just gives the illusion of like a nice like sun-kissed thing. You just have to be careful because you don't want to look like super muddy, but like I get it, let's do it. No, I did too much. It was too much sun. Oh, I'm looking so chalky under here. Ah! I need setting spray on my face. First, I'm just gonna dust a little bit of highlight. Pop that on there. It has nothing to do with the video, though I think it might have been Kylie said to use a small brush, so technically I'm doing one of the hacks. Rachel pretends to test out beauty hacks from Vogue and instead just does her own makeup tutorial.
As you blink a lot, when you put liner inside of your waterline, it tends to like, it doesn't last as long. The trick is you put it on top of your waterline.
Yep, that's a good one. Whoa, stop. Yep, I do enjoy doing that. I'm not really sure where she was going with that particular tip. Like, I thought did she want it on the bottom waterline? Because if so, then putting it on the top is not gonna fix that. But I do really like putting the black liner up there. It just makes my lashes look thicker, you know? And I mean, really, isn't that what we all want? Okay, next one.
Next dot.
Oh, I think we're gonna do the triangle.
Third dot.
She's gonna triangle it?
And then I'm gonna connect all the dots.
That one I am gonna try, but because I have not done it in a long time. But instead of using, I think it looks like anyway, she used like just a kohl liner. I'm gonna use a liquid liner. If I can make that, oh, maybe that won't work. One dot, make them even. Whoa, that was a very aggressive dot. Okay, cool. One dot, two dots, three dots. Now let's connect them. I need a mirror that's closer. So this makes more of like a thicker, like aggressive wing. So it kind of depends on your preference here. And also, eye shapes are very different. Like for me at least, like this is a good method if you're like learning how to do a wing. It's just like the wing is gonna be pretty aggressive. And also it tends to have like a little bit of a curved end. So you have to kind of like flick it out afterwards so you don't get that like really rounded edge unless that's what you're going for. Gonna clean that up, make it even. The only problem is that it like wipes away all the concealer that I put there. Oh no. Okay, now I just need to like clean up this nice white spot I've created here. Word of warning, always do wing liner before you do your face makeup. I'm telling you, you're gonna save yourself so much work. Good enough, right? Okay, moving on. Ooh, coffee, good idea.
Instead of doing a liner, you can kind of paint it on the bow of your lips to look a little bit more pouty.
Oh, that's pretty. It almost looks like she's using like an eyeshadow brush, and she just applied it with the brush around the outside to create that pouty look. Let's see what that looks like. Do I look like a supermodel yet? That is kind of cool. It gives a very pretty, like a blurred effect to the lips. I don't know if I would do such a like a bright color like that. I really like the berry tone that she had. It's very blurred, very like much more natural looking, and it's kind of neat using a brush in a different way. Ah, got foundation on my sleeve. No, I want more of like a flush on my cheeks. I feel like I need more flush. I'm gonna use, this is what is this? This is Too Faced highlighter stick in Strawberry Sparkle. It's like glowy, but it has like a little bit of a pink to it too. It's really pretty. Very heavily scented like strawberries though, just FYI. Everyone seems to love setting sprays. Okay. Doesn't look like any different techniques though. Just spraying it on. Okay, I can do that. All right, there we go. Wave it into place. All right, guys, what do we think? Were there any good hacks out of here? I think my favorite was probably the one with the little shader brush and using that to apply the lip product. It's kind of cool. I'm really into that. I also like the pink tone powder underneath the eyes. That worked really well, though I probably wouldn't use as much next time. I'd probably like dial that back a little bit. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these hacks before. I need to know, and if you try any of the ones that I tested out today, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and don't forget to check out the videos on the side here in case you have missed any recently. Done a lot of 2018 best ofs if you missed them. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on new videos every Thursday and Sunday. I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.